In other news, it's time now to highlight a veteran or current service member right here in our local community.
Our own Tim Sproles joins us live in studio to tell us all about this week's hometown hero. Good morning to you, Tim.
Hey, good morning, Deidre and Chad. Today we honor an Army veteran and LSU graduate who fought on the front line of what has been referred to as the Forgotten War. He served over 2 years as a field artillery officer during the Korean War and later joined the Army Reserve, where he retired with 20 years of service to our country. But what he learned on the battlefield crafted the way he led his life ever since. This is Korean War veteran Thomas O'Perry, and he is your hometown hero.
Thomas O'Perry has been a lot of places and seen a lot of things. He has also held many different positions over the years. He was a former chair of the Baton Rouge chapter of the Red Cross. He was the former vice president of the Baton Rouge Area Foundation, and he's the current chair for the St. James Place Residents Association. But his eyes fill with pride when you talk about a position he held from 1950 to 1952.
I haven't looked at this literally in years. Here's my nightstand next to my cot with all my stuff on it.
Thomas was a field artillery officer in the United States Army, and he served during the Korean War.
The 7th was over there, the 3rd, and that was my division, the 25th.
Thomas arrived in country during a stressful time. The jockeying for position was over, and the United States had drawn a line in the sand at the 38th parallel. Each side was waiting for the other to blink, and Thomas was right in the middle of it.
Well, you know what they say about war, that it's long periods of idleness punctuated by a few moments of sheer terror.
Flashback just a few years. World War II had just come to an end, and the country was riding high on its victory. Thomas was graduating from LSU, where he had served in the university's ROTC program. Shortly after, he would accept his commission as a second lieutenant.
And so we were just all very gung-ho. The war was over, and hooray for America, and who would have thought that another war was coming almost right behind the other one.
While in Korea, Thomas said that there were no shortage of attacks on both sides. American forces were under constant threat of mortar attacks and overnight sieges. After years of conflict and thousands of American deaths, the fighting in Korea finally stopped. As he looks through the pages of his photo album, looking at the faces that fought alongside him for our country and each other, Thomas said that he learned a lot about himself and the men he served with while holding that line in Korea.
I guess what one finds out is when the chips are down, can you deliver the goods?
This is Korean War veteran Thomas O'Perry, and he is your hometown hero.
If there's a local service member or veteran that you would like to see as your hometown hero, send me an email at tsproles@brproud.com and be sure to put hometown hero in the subject line. Tell us their story and we'll tell it to the community. For those who have served and those who are currently serving, thank you for your service and go forth and do great things. Live in the studio, Tim Sproles, Local 33 News.